Welcome back to Real Christianity with Rev Kev. As they say in our village, yaki yaki. Thank you to those of you who've subscribed. If you haven't, please do so. Today I want to talk about a guy who didn't know much about Christianity. And you know what? Sometimes I get asked questions. I was on a YouTube channel with the deconverted man. He interviewed me and he asked me some questions. I don't know if I had great answers. I have another guy, Yin Yang Mountain, asked me questions after YouTube videos. And sometimes I don't have a response. Sometimes I have one, but it's not a very good one. Certainly doesn't satisfy. What do we do? As Christians, we say, hey, I follow Jesus all of my life, all my heart, soul, mind, and strength, but I can't answer things. Am I not a very good Christian? Well, just because you can't answer every question doesn't mean you're not a very good question. One of my favorite stories is in the Gospel of John, chapter 9, where a blind man gets healed. And Jesus heals him, and he heals him, puts mud on his eyes, and then he goes and washes off, and he can see. And the Pharisees kind of wanted to catch Jesus in a trap, and they were asking this guy who healed him, and how did this happen? And the guy's answer was pretty much, I don't know. He says, I don't know. I don't think God does miracles through bad people, so this guy must be a good guy. You've heard of this guy, Jesus. He says, I don't know. But he does say one thing. He says, I do know that he healed me. I do know that I've been transformed. Now, I'd encourage you as a follower of Christ to be reading the scriptures and learning how did Jesus respond and understanding our Christianity. The more I read, the more I understand, the more I fall in love with Jesus. But just because I can't answer every question doesn't mean I'm a horrible person or that Christianity isn't valid. Like this blind man who could now see in John chapter 9, I know that Christ transformed me, and I've seen him transform others. Now, that alone doesn't make it true, but based on the other things and my answer to people's question, I can answer some things, usually not to their satisfaction. But one thing I know, and I may not be able to articulate that well either, is that he has changed me. He has transformed me, and he continues to do so because he's a loving Father who pursues me and wants that relationship with me and wants me to improve on how I reflect him so that others might see his goodness and love. This has been Real Christianity with Rev Kev. Yaki yaki.